Lothar versus VanillaTitan again, with hopefully Druid hand cards versus the Shaman.
Oh, I'm not sure. We'll find out in a second.
So definitely that's a different Lothar.
Oh, we have the HearthStone music. That's awesome.
Yeah, Druid hand cards.
Oh, Druid hand cards.
Value.
No Miracle Druid.
No Miracle. Well, it can still be Miracle Druid. Who knows? There's always the possibility. Okay, great hand for VanillaTitan in my opinion. Fairy Spirits, Knife Juggler, Lightning Bolt. I think that's really cool. For Lothar, it ain't bad. I mean, we got the turn 3, we got the turn 4, we get everything he went. Turn 5, so he can just play down from the top what he had there.
Nice curve indeed.
Now, when you see the Knife Juggler dropping for VanillaTitan, and the counter for from Lothar is going to be Coin and Harvest Golem. That's just super good. Going for the Harvest Golem here.
Like and Fairy Spirits.
I love that one. Just Fairy Spirit is OP. Double ping. If he has a Earthshock now, well, he doesn't even need an Earthshock, but one ping already hitting was so valuable. And now we're gonna see counterplay. Raz, are you gonna Raz away something? Yeah, Raz away the Knife Juggler.
But it's so nasty. That the pings like hit the Harvest Golem is really unfortunate for him.
I would attack with my Harvest Golem before VanillaTitan pulls the Earthshock and just Earthshocks away my minion and I get no value anymore. Healing Totem would be so good. No Healing Totem. That's actually good for Lothar. I mean, imagine he could have ran in his other wolf now. I think you need to run in the 2-1 wolf into the remains. You cannot
doesn't make a difference. It does with the swipe.
With a swipe, he can just wreck you completely. Okay, so 4 mana for Lothar. He decides to go for the Raz. So he's going to go for 1 card draw Raz and hero ability and gets a swipe. That's so annoying. You go for the Raz and like, yeah, I could have swiped also if I had that earlier. And then you can clear with your hero ability the other wolf. He could also innervate out the Yeti. I think it would be better to hero ability there, not innervate anything.
I agree. Because just a Rockbiter wolf would kill the Yeti. And that would be annoying. So he clears the board more or less, only spell damage totem survives.
And the only the spell damage totem is the annoying part. I mean, you're gonna drop your Zudrake, and that's like Lightning Bolt for 4 damage. Get wrecked. Are you thinking about Valor Teacher Rockbiter just to get another 1-1?
No.
I think the Valor Teacher is okay to drop. You get double Flame Tongue. You could only drop a Totem too. I mean, you get double Flame Tongue.
He could Totem and Flame Tongue, since he has 2 already. But I think playing the Violet Teacher makes most sense.
Now, you want to kill the Violet normally. For Lothar, it would mean to swipe, innervate hero ability. That's what you don't want to do. I think the Yeti is better than the Zudrake. I would drop the Yeti if I drop something now. I mean, turn 5, it's convincing. Drop the 5-drop, go with the mana curve. But the Yeti is better. It cannot get lightning bolted away like that. It might get hexed.
I think it's most likely getting hexed.
You're getting hexed or lightning bolt plus flame tongue totem. And
hex flame tongue.
With the unbound elemental, if you hex now, definitely mana tide totem. You could just flame tongue without a hex, without any spell, if he wants to. But VanillaTitan has some options here. He could just lightning bolt and run in his spell damage totem. So that would be enough damage. Rockbiter, even.
Rockbiter's better.
And definitely drop the mana tide. And that's such a great board. You want to kill the Violet Teacher, you want to kill the Mana Tide Totem also, and every turn you're not getting the Mana Tide kill, that hurts yourself so much. And wow, this is so bad for Lothar. Swipe, hero ability. I think that, like, hero ability first, or you're gonna get +2 extra damage from the Flame Tongue Totem. But if you swipe and kill the Violet Teacher, you can next turn go for your Druid of the Keeper of the Grove to clear the Flame Tongue or the card draw totem. So that would be okay. If he swipes first, that's a misplay. Well, okay, if he swipes and uses the keeper, then it's great. He's not taking any damage. And I think he's on 19, so it might be risky to take the damage there. He goes for Innervate Keeper, gets rid of the Violet Teacher, but as we know, VanillaTitan holds enough. Hex, Fire Elemental, Argent Squire. He just has everything. Lightning Bolt. He could drop a second Flame Tongue if he
so
wants.
many options.
But you don't want to lose your Mana Tide Totem, though. That's like the one thing you don't want to lose. So you could consider hexing, but you don't want to hex here too.
No, don't next to the Flame Tongue.
Yeah, that would be devastating if this happens. He needs to play the Argent Squire as a buffer between the Fire Elemental and the Argent Squire. And the Flame Tongue Totem. So that's 3 damage, and I think you need to Lightning Bolt.
Yep. Well played by VanillaTitan.
If he gets another Keeper of the Grove, Lothar, no. That would have been perfect. So Keeper of the Grove.
Keeper, kill the Mana Tide Totem, and then go for the big Hammer.
Wow, what is he going to do now?
Zudrake, hope for a swipe.
Zudrake, hope for a swipe, Innervate swipe, yeah. I agree there, definitely. I think he shouldn't have played his Keeper last turn. It would have been better if he hero abilities,
man,
and then now he could have actually done it, what we just said. If he kept his Keeper, it would have been so perfect for him in the end. Gets the White Rose. Goes for hero ability. Could have popped the White Rose too, and now his Zudrake can just get killed easy mode. He wants to get rid of the Flame Tongue Totem, no surprise. How much damage can we see from VanillaTitan? He could deal +4 again if he wants to. It's 8 now, 12. You could deal 12 damage. With the Fire Elemental the next turn, 15. That would be great. But you want to trade. You want to get rid of the enemy. Hex, Argent Squire, Totem?
Yeah.
Hex, Argent Squire,
I would say so.
Hex, Argent Squire, Totem, I like that one. Just, you get the flame, you get a second Flame Tongue, so just risk it.
Oh.
Okay, he ain't hexing. He's risking the swipe, and there's no swipe for Lothar. This is looking so... I think the Mana Tide Totem won the game in the end, drawing so many cards.
Yeah, there was no way for Lothar to get rid of it.
Yeah, Ragnaros, hope it hits the Fire Elemental. You could also Black Knight hero ability take 6 damage. I'm just saying, the turn where he went for the Keeper instead of the hero ability, I think that cost him the game, or at least was really unfortunate for him in the end. Could have taken some more damage. It's always risky against the Shaman, but he would have had way more options with his Keeper. Okay, he goes for the Argent Commander. Oh, is he going to charge down with that one?
The 0-2.
Yeah, he's going to go for the Flame Tongue Totem, I guess. Kill that one. You steal 4 damage away in total.
But you don't take any.
And that's better than killing the Fire Elemental. I mean, the Fire Elemental is annoying, but the Flame Tongue Totem is just so great. Knife Juggler. How much damage does he have? 7, 11, 14. You could go for the Knife Juggler, play the Flame Tongue Totem, play a Totem, hope 1 ping hits. I think the Knife Juggler play is better.
You could also go for the Totem now. See, if he gets a spell damage Totem, you can just Earthshock.
Absolutely. But if you anyway go for the Totem, I would just go for the Knife Juggler. Still. I mean, if that ping goes to the face, it's value. If you don't get a spell damage Totem, you broke their shield. If you get a spell damage Totem and you hit the minion, then it was sad for you. But there's no downside from playing the Knife Juggler, I think. You get the Earthshock, Lightning Storm, Hex. Keep your Hex. Definitely keep your Hex. You want to play the Fire Elemental, since your minion is 6-1, and that's not healthy at all. Knife Juggler, Totem, see where the ping hits, and then you can still decide to Earthshock, Flame Tongue Totem, everything, run in your Argent Squire. I mean, if the ping hits, you can Earthshock for 1, run in the Argent Squire. You don't even need to play your Flame Tongue Totem. Okay, he goes for the Silence, doesn't even go for the Totem, gets 2 Fire Elementals out. That's a great value board. Even the ping in the end hits his face, so that was great. And Lothar, he has the swipe,
Well,
Better late than never. Now it's too late.
it is. I think that's game, right?
Even if
It is.
okay,
Yeah.
he could White Rose into an Azure Drake, and then Azure
What?
Drake
He's
innervate.
on 9 mana.
Oh, he's on 9 mana, so he cannot White Rose into Azure
That
Drake.
was game.
GG. So Lothar loses the first game versus VanillaTitan. And now, finally, the Miracle Rogue from Lothar here. And the right hand for the right game. We made it happen.
Nice.
And let's see if
No
Lothar...
Miracle Druid.
No Miracle Druid. Let's see if Lothar can win this. Against the Shaman, I think Miracle Rogue is okay. But as we see, VanillaTitan has his Doomhammer. If he gets that rolling early, it will be great. And this game is deciding. I mean, if Lothar screws this up, he just lost for whole planet key.
Yeah.
It's 2-1 for
That would
eSuba.
be devastating.
It's all on Lothar now. And we know he's a great player, but he's already 1-0. And you don't want to go into a best of 3 like this. Never. Was the lost game already.
Well, it depends on what kind of guy you are.
No. That doesn't matter at all.
Maybe he gets extra motivated. He saw, well, VanillaTitan. Who's VanillaTitan? Never heard of this guy before.
But the extra motivation doesn't use you anything if you lose the second game too.
Oh, that's it's tough luck.
Tough luck. But the hand is great Lothar is holding. He has an auctioneer already prep coin. He has a coin, which is the best thing. And there's the Earthen Ring Farsia into the Deadly Poison. For VanillaTitan, Knife Juggler, Violet Teacher, Unbound. So he has a good mana curve. And the Hex. I think the Hex is really important.
Especially against the Auctioneer.
Definitely. He has no other option to clear. And Lothar is playing the Gnomish Inventor also. So some turn 4 mana curve. I like that one. If he had coin as a 7 agent, it would be better. I'm surprised he goes for the Deadly Poison. I'm not sure if I like that one so much. It's
Wants
okay.
to reduce the damage, and I mean, if he takes 3, it doesn't really matter because he has a follow-up Earthen Ring Farsia. So I think it's fine. Still has a prep for the Auctioneer play.
And that's what I like about the play. He has the Earthen Ring Farsia, so he doesn't matter. There's an Unbound Elemental, and then he heals himself up by 3. If there's a trade into the Unbound Elemental with the Earthen Ring Farsia, and there's also a Fan of Knives. I mean, the Blade Flurry, the big Fan of Knives.
It's perfect.
The hand for Lothar is really great at the moment, especially the Gnomish Inventor. I like that one. Gives him really a nice edge. You can play your Valid Teacher, but you need to get rid of the Earthen Ring Farsia before you play your Valid Teacher, I think. I mean, imagine a Selness now. You just demolish the whole board. Oh, I would sap. Would I sap? I would sap.
You would sap?
Would I sap?
I wouldn't sap.
Sure.
I would play the Gnomish Inventor.
If you play the Gnomish Inventor, you should run your 3/3 into the Valid Teacher, since you know you got Auctioneer Prep Blade Flurry.
Yep.
Yeah, that's better. Definitely run him into the Valid Teacher. There isn't a ring if you go for the Gnomish Inventor. If you get a backstop, that would be crazy good value and hype cheer for yourself. Yeah, Gnomish Inventor is okay. Sap also okay, definitely. You just stall him greatly. I mean, you play the Sap, he gets his minion back, he plays his minion again, and then you kill his minion next turn. Lothar is taking his time.
Yep.
I mean, that's a tough decision. Those are like plays where you're going to say, yeah, if I had my Sap now, turn 7, I would have won the game.
The question is, what else do you want to sap? There's not too much.
Sapping a Fire Elemental is always like...
Nope, yeah. I don't want to do that.
It's not so cool. Oh, this could backfire so hard if he actually goes for the first birds.
Oh.
Yeah, he needs to go for the Valid Teacher Urshock, man. If he went for the Pharaoh Spirit, that would have been so devastating. And now the only question is Lothar patient enough to wait another turn? That would be so great, since turn 6 would be a second Unbound, and then Pharaoh Spirits probably, and then Blade Flurry will just wreck the complete board.
Don't think he's patient enough.
Don't think he's patient enough. Yeah. I'm not a fan of dropping the Auctioneer plainly on turn 5 with only 1 preparation, so that's going to be only 2 cards strong.
He can draw 2 cards.
But he cannot wreck the board. He can only kill 2 minions, and the Valid Teacher stays alive. So go for your Gnomish. He might trade in his Valid Teacher, go down to 3 HP, because she's behind the Pharaoh Spirits. and then you just go kapow, Blade Flurry of Doom, wreck the board. Okay, we're gonna use the Auctioneer. Oh, this hurts so much. Your preparation into a backstab, and now you cannot play the backstab. Yeah, not so optimum. I think he needs to eviscerate now, backstab for double backstab, so he eviscerates into another backstab.
That's fine.
Yeah, and I would kill. Okay, he shadow steps his minion. I think that's great, since next turn you can go for the Auctioneer Blade Flurry, double backstab. So he has some great options.
He will clear the board.
He will clear the board, so hardcore. Are we gonna see the Pharaoh Spirits or not?
I don't think that we will.
I think that would be a great overextend from VanillaTitan, but all your minions are down to 1. You need to do something. I mean, only 1 healing. You need the healing totem, definitely. And if you don't get the healing totem, you would need to play 1 overload spell to get your minion on 2. 1 Fan of Knives would demolish your whole board now. It would absolutely get it crammed into oblivion.
I mean, the great thing for Lothar is the psychological factor he has with the weapon. I mean, there's always a potential of the Blade Flurry. So yeah, it's risky.
And that hurts him so much. You never want to play too much into a 3-1 blade. There's like just that Blade Flurry hovering over you. Toteming for a healing totem, I think that's great. Another 1 minion. Where is that Fan of Knives if you need it?
Oh, it's a Blade Flurry.
And we're going to see the Blade Flurry, I think. And then there's a follow-up with Pharaoh Spirits, but Lothar has double backstab. So it's good for him in the end.
Imagine him drawing a Fan of Knives now.
Top deck Fan of Knives.
Fan of Knives. Clear 5 minions.
That would be great.
Value. Don't play the Lightning Bolt.
If he plays the Lightning Bolt, he's safe from a Fan of Knives, at least. I think it's okay to go for the Lightning Bolt. Look at this. Your enemy is down to 19, 16 already. And Lothar is so happy about the value he's getting here. What's his next card? Oh, he's not able to fuck him up. That's sad. I would still drop the backstab to draw a card. Maybe he's getting it. Maybe he's getting the preparation. But only drop 1 backstab.
Well, if...
Wow.
If he had gotten another prep, that would have been crazy.
Crazy Van Cleave?
Yeah.
Well, double hex, as we know.
Still, you force a hex.
And you force the hex nonetheless. And the great thing is you force the hex and there's only the unbound. So you're going to see an unbound, and then you can play backstab SI7 agent, still Van Cleave. So this is great. He can backstab SI, Van Cleave, or Gnomish Inventor.
And keeps a taunt on his board.
Yep, I like that one a lot, what Lothar can do. There will be another hex forced, but his minion is dead. So there's only 2-3 Pharaoh Spirits, and his minion is easy mode. SI7 agent can just kill 1, and he has the Gnomish Inventor. He has a taunt there, so protecting his minion.
2 taunts.
That's great. I like that one a lot. So you could hex Pharaoh Spirits or hex a Zudrake. A Zudrake Lightning Storm is possible. Then you're going to take 6 damage from the Van Cleave. Okay, we're going to see the hex there. And is he going to go for the Pharaoh Spirits? After you got the totem, the taunt totem, Pharaoh Spirits is still going to be awkward.
It's going to go for the Lightning Storm.
Oh, that was...
man, only gets 2 damage.
Yeah, that hurts so much.
That's rough.
And now Lothar can just play card draw, Gnomish.
I think this is going to be a Zudrake.
Is it a Zudrake, or are you going to play your Gnomish? Since a Zudrake, you can play Zudrake and do additional spell damage in 1 turn. If you go for your...
Didn't go for a Zudrake Shift.
I would have liked the Gnomish more, since you could go for Gnomish, Shift, and Weapon Up. You would have like 1 mana more to go for something.
Keeps the Shift for the Auctioneer.
And goes for the Erzan Ring Farseer, heal himself up. Great value. Look at the board, 10 damage is just waiting there to pop. A Zudrake into Earthshock, into a Lightning Bolt, into Fire Elemental. And he cannot deal with the board at the moment. Another Zudrake, so he could do the 3 damage shift. Would you go for your Auctioneer now and draw the cards? Start the madness?
Yeah, definitely. Because I'm slowly running out of cards right now.
A Fog. And what is the last guy? Oh, Selness. You wanted to have that earlier. You could have gone for a Zudrake, Selness, and do the 4 damage shift. That would be great. Would you drop the card draw Selness now or keep it for the crazy Fan of Knives?
I keep it.
I like it a lot since there might be Pharaoh Spirits next turn, and then
And
there's
he
just
can go for Azure Drake, a Solnus, Fan of Knives, and clear it.
the 4 damage Fan of Knives. It's like, what? Clears an Azure Drake if you do 4 damage Fan of Knives. That would be great. Wow. If he goes with the Pharaoh Spirits now, VanillaTitan is getting wrecked completely.
Even with the
Yeah.
Violet. Doesn't really matter. I don't see VanillaTitan coming back from this.
That's a really, really great board for Lothar at the moment.
He can't clear... Well, he could have cleared without the... No, never mind. Could have not.
No, he couldn't have cleared. He got the Rock Pyro with the Azure Drake. That's a tough decision. He could go for the Violet Teacher Rock Biter just to get rid of 1 Earthen Ring Farseer. That would be okay. You get more minions, you get a 3-5 on the board. He can go also for the Pharaoh Spirits, but you kind of want to drop them next turn when you got the Violet Teacher on the board. I think Violet Teacher Rock Biter is a better play, since if you play the Pharaoh Spirits next turn, you cannot go for Fire Elemental and Violet Teacher, since you're overloaded. So playing the Violet Teacher now gives you more options for the next turn.
He has to play the Pharaoh Spirits. He needs taunts. I mean,
sure.
He's down to 19, 8 damage on the board.
It hurts so much.
That's just like Leroy Shadow Step, you're dead.
It hurts so much to see what's going to happen now. So there's Azure Drake, draw a card. Then preparation into Fan of Knives. 3 damage Fan of Knives. That's getting totally fucked up.
I think he's going to play.
Yeah, that's going to go so bad into your face. Can he finish this with a Fog? Is he going to play Selness additionally just to do the 4 damage Fan of Knives? Just wrecks the whole board. Gets a Shadow Stab. So another Fan of Knives. So that's just so much value.
And SI most likely.
Yeah, he can deal 8 damage now, 9 with this blade, 2 damage with the SI7 agent if he wants to. Or just weapon up again next turn, Leroy, Shadow Step Leroy, win the game. That's so GG for Lothar. So he's gonna come back in this best of 3. Value.
Chop. What can you do? Well played.
Well played. You can Earthshock the Selness.
Concede.
You can just punish the Selness for being on the board. You could also kill the Auctioneer, but I would Earthshock the Selness. And there's 10 damage already with what is on the board. So even after that move, it's just GG. Now he's gonna do 4 damage shift. It's a spell damage rogue at its finest. It's like makes out of a 2 damage out of a 1 damage spell you make a 4 damage spell. That hurts so much. It reminds me of Zeus Shaman with the ancient mages. That was just great. Where you go for like
maximum spell damage.
I mean,
into a Seps, and look at this Molten Giants. I would drop them because Miracle Rogues just burst you. They're not like, if it's against backspace, I would keep the Molten. But since he knows it's Miracle, definitely throw them away, get Twilights, get Mountains.
Totally was you there. Oh, now, you need to stop the file again for a second. we found, now he's playing the Miracle Druid.
Miracle Druid.
The Miracle Druid. There was something, so we need to swap there for a second. We got Lothar, give me a second, that was...
But now you know how to fix it, right?
I knew how to fix it from the beginning on, but...
Yeah, come on.
Oh, now we found it. That's this game, so we have to put this there, and... So you see, we haven't spoiled ourselves with those files. We're as surprised as you are if stuff like this happens.
You can definitely head over to Timo.
Yeah, and
tell him that he didn't do his job correctly.
And break him, like Bane did with Batman.
Really? I still haven't watched that one.
So you're not getting what I'm telling you.
No.
That's sad. Then you would have laughed and be like, yeah, do that to Timo. Definitely.
Really?
So you have to watch it tonight.
It has to be crucial then.
And then make a Twitter post about what I said.
About you breaking Timo?
Like Bane did to Batman.
Oh, man.
I could do that live on stage at the Gamescom.
You could?
Yeah, I'm going to get a Bane costume. I would actually get a Dark Knight costume since that's way cooler.
Well, Timo already has a Batman costume.
Yeah, for
obvious reasons.
For obvious reasons. Okay, we're there with VanillaTitan versus Lothar. We got the Miracle Rogue and not the Miracle Druid versus Handlock. And he is considering to keep the Ancient Watcher. I think I would drop my whole hand. The Ancient Watcher is okay, but you kind of need the Twilight Drakes plus Mountain Giant follow-up. Maybe Soulfires as a Ring Farseas. The hand ain't optimum. In no way. Lothar's hand
Mountain Giant is okay.
Lothar's hand is really good if the enemy would be Zoo. Look at that, man. He would have wrecked Zoolock so hard. Against Handlock, it's okay. This is going to be an interesting matchup.
He really wants his Zap, though.
Already the Leroy, the Golden Leroy. He can backstab, Deadly Poison as I7 agent, Eviscerate, so he can kill. Wow, he's even playing the Senjin, so double Mountain Giant for VanillaTitan. Additional the Senjins. This is going to be devastating for Lothar.
And now he only needs one Sunfury Protector or Defender of Augurs, and the game is basically won.
Absolutely agree there. It's going to be really rough for Lothar. Okay, he can coin out the Senjin if he wants to. Or just heal himself. Lothar will need to
Next turn, start dropping Giants.
start dropping the bombs. And he has a lot of bombs in his hand.
Yeah. That's for sure.
You could backstab Shiv if you want to. Not a fan. I think you Deadly Poison up, kill the minion, and you got a Shiv, Eviscerate, and can kill a Giant with what we have. So that's okay. Yeah, Deadly Poison, kill the minion. You could Shiv if you really want to. For the card draw. He goes for backstab as I7 agent. I don't like that one. You want to keep the 4 damage you deal like this for a Giant, where you can go backstab as I7 agent, Eviscerate. That's actually a turn 5 Giant kill. And I think he just missed that option out. Not so optimum.
Yep. Now there will just be a Giant. Or will there? You could also go for the Senjin now.
Absolutely. But the Senjin will get wrecked, as we know.
I would prefer if he plays the Senjin now.
Are you sure?
Yep.
To soak up some damage?
Exactly. Just draw him some of his removal.
He doesn't care what you want to see. VanillaTitan doesn't care.
I think with this hand, it doesn't really matter what he does.
Absolutely
It's hard
agree.
to lose.
We might see Shiv, Eviscerate, Deadly Poison, kill. He could also just backstab, Eviscerate, trade in his minion. Shiv, Eviscerate, trade in his minion. But I like the Shiv, Eviscerate, Deadly Poison, kill the Giant, tank 8 damage, do 3 damage to the enemy face. You could also go Brain Dead charge mode. I mean, just drop the Deadly Poison, Shiv, Eviscerate the phase, hope you win with Leroy. You get the Blade Flurry also. Would be really ballsy. Okay, we're going to see Backstab, Eviscerate Shiv, and then just attack with his weapon without Deadly Poisoning.
Oh my god.
I think that's an okay move. I mean, you keep your Deadly Poisons for the phase attacks, and you get the Blade Flurry, so you can deal 6 damage in 1 turn. Down to 27 for VanillaTitan, that is. Could life tap before he Giants. Life taps before he Giants. And
there's another one.
And how is Lothar going to kill that one now?
Lothar is just like, oh my god. Why is this happening to me?
Okay, he could kill it. That would cost him almost everything. I mean, he could Deadly Poison up, attack, Blade Flurry, run in his minion. I think I would Shiv. I would Shiv the Giant once, see what I get. First of all. A Zoodrake. And then yell. And don't stop.
Yep. What is he gonna do now? I mean,
as I just said.
Weapon up. Deadly Poison.
Well, he could weapon up Deadly Poison.
Attack, prep, Blade Flurry.
No, he could
in.
just weapon up. Like, he could just attack the phase and then weapon up Deadly Poison, run in his SI7 agent into the Giant, and next turn he goes for a 4 damage Blade Flurry.
That's actually the best play.
I mean, that's risky. If you see Ursan Ring Farseer or a Defender of Argus, you're screwed. It would be a way where you don't waste your swings on something, and you still have the opportunity to go for a 4 damage Blade Flurry. And he runs in his minion, goes for the phase, and gets a Deadly Poison. I think that's really good play. That one Argus will be so annoying if we see it.
Of course, we'll see it.
Are you sure? I mean, Senjin seems to be the obvious play for me.
No, I think Defender.
You think Defender? I think you're wrong.
Just to make it, like...
Yeah, but you're
to
not
make it Eviscerate proof as well.
Yeah, but you're not counting. Like, you saw one Eviscerate already. He needs to have the second Eviscerate. I mean...
Yeah, or Salnus Blade Flurry or Zoodrake Blade Flurry with turn 7 coming up. I think a Zoodrake
be real.
Defender is the correct play.
No, Senjin is the obvious pick, in my opinion, too, for VanillaTitan. I know what you're saying, but it's just perfect to get your Senjin out. There's even Salnus, so he can go for Zoodrake, Salnus, Blade. That's a 5 damage Blade Flurry. He doesn't
Clears
even...
everything. That's painful.
That's so painful. The only stupid thing is you cannot attack first with your blade. You're gonna launch the 5 damage Blade Flurry. Ah, man. I would drop the Salnus for the card draw, still.
I would Salnus Prep Blade Flurry.
Yeah, but Salnus Prep Blade Flurry sounds way too good to not do it. Even the Argus wouldn't have helped. So, if we have...
No, it wouldn't. No chance.
Wow. If we had seen the Argus, Lothar would have done this instant ASAP without even blinking. He wants to keep his Salnus, and I think, I'm not sure if that's good or not. He wants to keep the preparation also for some auctioneer plays.
Yep.
What I dislike about this is you're missing your card draw Salnus.
I mean, he's 1 damage short of lethal, which is kind of meh for VanillaTitan right now.
Yeah, only 10 damage. Sad phase OP. Can he go for... He's 2 mana short of lethal too. If he had 9 mana or 8 mana next turn, he can go for Leroy, Defender, Coin, Power, Overwhelming, win the game. So if there's no taunt for Lothar, he's dead next turn. Taunt or heal for Lothar. Well, that seems to be GG. We're going to see Leroy, Argus, Coin, Power, Overwhelming.
Yep.
GG. Well, VanillaTitan winning this best of 3 in the end. Turn 8 with a handlock. I don't know how that is even possible.
Well, double Mountain Giant. That's how it's possible.
Helps a
Not
lot.
really, like, Lothar didn't do any misplays. It was just...
Oh, and he can even go for a Coin,
Faceless
Faceless
for 12
Manipulator.
damage or 11.
I was just so on my Defender of Argus play that I ignored the Faceless Manipulator. So I had even several ways to win the game. And Planet Key is losing this best of 5, 1-2.